right, let us see here if I am live, clean, and green. Come on, come on, come on, YouTube. Come on, Streamlabs. Come on, come on, come on. Let us see. All right, and we are live. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday night to you, the 27th of December. The local time is 8:54 p.m. Just going to come on for a little while here. Hello, everybody. There's a lot of bullshit going on right now, and I want to address a little bit of this tonight. Hello, Gunmod, Foofer, Linda Harper, Mew, Scarface, Bub D, Amy, Charlie Brown, Sunshine Vibes, Jennifer P, Vanessa, Trey, Teeny, Shimei, same to you, Hi Watch. I hope that you're doing well. Yes, it's official. We've had the stimulus signed now, officially into law, so spend your $600 wisely. Ain't gonna get no $2,000 tonight. Hey, Megan Fox. Well, we had a threat communicated to send police to the Rancho tonight, and I just want to give a quick refresher. Hello, Adriana. On that, I also need to talk to my moderators here because the mod's revenge came today. I have some packages from my moderators. Hello, Lion Crying. Hello, Jessica. Hello, Glamma, Adriana. It's Krabby Crafter, Delicia, lots of new people I'm not really aware of, but welcome to you have a fresh batch of popcorn ready for the night. Tough night, tough days. Just a quick update on my dad. His struggles continue. Unless you hear anything from me directly, yeah, I do have conversations with Chris. Chris has been a great comfort to me here over the last few days. My dad's struggles continue, but there's still fight left. But it's about all that I can really say about it. There were rumors that he had passed away today, which was not the case, unless you hear it from me. It's just been a lot of family communications, a lot of tears, a lot of very tough decisions to be made, and it's taken a mental toll on everybody. And you put the underlay of a pandemic and restrictions and travel restrictions and quarantines, and it becomes a real mess. So I appreciate all that. I don't want to really dwell on that tonight. When I have news, I will definitely share that with you guys and let you know. You've been very wonderful to me, and I'm very appreciative of that. The House is going to vote tomorrow to raise 600 to 2,000. Well, we'll see what the heck happens. It's been a big step. Well, Jen, it's I can't always put the gag on people and things like that. I try to be as understanding as possible. Like I said, we're not all cut from the same cloth. And what I care about is his heart and comfort. He's been in the, he's seen me at my weakest moments here in the last couple days, which is something that I've rarely shared here over the years on YouTube. Yeah, I'm thick-skinned, I'm tough-skinned, but I also have, I also feel emotions like you do when it's family members and things like that, especially when things are long, protracted struggles and there's very difficult decisions to be made. And there's a lot of second guessing and things like that. So, yeah, please, so please honor that. That I appreciate. Everybody's been really chill. Everybody's been very prayerful. And I'm very appreciative of that. And I just wanted to put that out there. Hey, Toodles. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I got a great core of people that come into my chat, and I love that. Thank you, Hi Watch. You've been a wonderful friend of mine. Why in the hell I got a commercial coming in right here? on my own stream, right? I'm gonna watch a commercial pop up on my own stream. Thank you, quirky girl. Yeah, it's, you get that. No, don't come, because you get it all over the map from people, and this pandemic has not even hit its worst. I don't even think it's hit its worst phase on here yet. So everybody everywhere is just freaking out. Funeral homes can't do this. No, you can't have a gathering. No, you can't have a priest come into the. You can't have outside people come in hospitals. So you're just scrambling for uh, all kinds of things, and it's just very, very, very difficult. Hey, Nancy, thank you, Wade Bowen, thank you, boss, love you too. So I don't want to dwell on that. I just want to move along from that and tell you guys thank you. And I should be considered the definitive source. So unless you hear it from my mouth, it's suspect at best. And that's not to say it's ill intentioned. If you hear something, it's just that we're all cut from a different cloth, and that's the reality of things. Now, there are no solid answers. Thank you, Ann. There's no solid answers because everybody's flying by the seat of their pants. Okay, when my dad's time comes, which will be inevitable, I don't know what it'll be tomorrow. I don't know what it'll be a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. I will honor him in my own way, in my own personal way, and I think everything will be great. Have been very lucky. I've had an outstanding relationship with my father for decade in, decade out, decade in, and decade out. And people say, "Hey, Rosie, how did you get so handy?" Or "How do you know how many fix so many things?" Or "Do a renovation, electrical, plumbing, framing, drywall." I can thank my dad for all of those. Ever since I was little, I enjoyed those Saturday morning journeys to hardware stores and projects, and I mirrored him in taking a shitty old house and turning it into something decent. So, um, yeah, we get that stupid 5 minute glitch here. I apologize. And also, I did get two packages here from my moderators. I'll talk about that in a bit. I'm not sure. They have to direct me on how they want to run this. Let's see. I think I'm back. Am I okay? Yeah, am I okay here? I think I'm okay. Hey, Zoe. Yeah, thank you. All right, am I back? Am I all good? Am I all good? Let's see if I'm back. Somebody will tell me if I'm good. Let's see. Let me make sure I am back. All right, I am back. Yeah, I don't know whatever happens at the 5 minute mark with Streamlabs. The thing always pukes at the 5 minute mark and it just goes crazy. Well, thank you, Brandon. It's a tough year, and it's not just me. There's hundreds of thousands of people that have had to deal with the heartbreak, and we've heard family stories of loss until we've had it coming out of our ears. And it's easy to be desensitized to that in the aggregate, in the whole, but when it really strikes home, it's really a different story. So thank you, I appreciate that. Enjoyed your Christmas video. Yeah, Chantal is wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so my moderators have sent a couple packages here, and I will let them direct me. They've arrived. I'm embarrassed, you know. My girls, for whatever reason, they put up with all of my bullshit through year in and year out. So I'm going to let them direct me. We'll save that for the end of the line. Listen, calling cops. Let's talk about calling cops on people. And the federal law, there's laws coming into effect in 2021 that will now upgrade things to wasted police resources to a felony from a misdemeanor. And I would strongly suggest, I don't put much credence in what people will put into a Facebook message or something like that. But I will tell you that there are implications and ramifications. I'm not going to goose the whole story and tell it again, but I have been a party to two people that are going to be sentenced to, to significant jail time coming up in January. That organized a quote wellness check. In reality, it was a SWAT here about 2 years ago, and it's taken a long time to grind through the system. But like I say, I'm a person that's used to pushing paperwork, and somebody can tell me a paper trail, it's forget it, you'll never get this, you'll never get that, you'll never be able to find this, that. I just start down the trail doggedly and just move forward. I don't care. I'll plow through 25 miles of red tape to finally get an end result. And I've proven that here on YouTube with the things that I've undertaken once I've set my mind to it. Calling the cops is never a great idea, to call cops or threaten to call cops on people, especially now during the pandemic. Tempers are very short. Fuses are short when it comes to police resources. When it comes to city councils, county councils, things like that, they're, the last thing that they want is social media BS to spill over to real life. Okay, it's not a very good idea to engage in that type of threats or that type of activity. It's not so much me. It was something that somebody had. Chris came in and showed me on his phone that somebody had threatened to. Somebody stated that the police were en route to the rancho. So I'm the kind of person, till they actually, I don't really care, till they actually show up at the house. Then I get kicked into high gear about things, and mainly I don't really care for myself too much, but I do care in pandemic times when we have murders on the rise in this country. We have idiots that can't even drive their RV out into the middle of the countryside to blow themselves up. They've got to park on a downtown street and push the plunger. I mean, this is the kind of world that police have to confront today, and authorities. And I hate to tell you, the world is getting more unsafe. I can look out on my street here, and you all know it well. It's the best known address here on the Boyd. And the people that's before the pandemic hit, you would just have basically once in a blue moon, somebody would go 60, 70 miles an hour down a residential street, packed with apartment buildings, packed with high density people. Now, routinely, you have people doing 60, 70 miles an hour. You've heard it on videos, okay? And it's symptomatic. It's symptomatic of a breakdown of law and order on a very micro sort of level. But I can tell you, I see signs out there, and I see that people are starting to snap. Okay, I can see that the pressure's really, really starting to tell on people, that the mental health of some people has been degraded to a point where I'm fearful. I mean, a lot of people, I'm hopeful for 2021, but I'm fearful for 2021 too. We're so used to, I believe Canadian Chicken was a suicide in an RV. Why this person did not have the compassion to drive that RV out to the middle of nowhere and just detonate it, okay? I don't know what the thought processes are. All the screwballness of broadcasting a message that this is going to blow up in 10 minutes or 15 minutes. We can say, thank God. Or we can say, what did your mind become? Just a pile of mush at that point? You were incapable of any sort of rational thought at that moment to do that? I guess the answer is no. So Chantal, good to see you, honey. Hey, Bubba Bug, stay in the country and up the mountains. That's correct. I also see this same scenario played out with things as simple and mundane as buying ammunition for weapons. And this brings me to my point, and I will get back to the cop thing in a minute. It makes sense to be a prepper. A couple years ago, we sort of telescoped the problems that were coming before a pandemic came, before we started going into shutdowns and things like that. We sort of overestimated in our discussions, and we overemphasized prepping to the point that a lot of people got burned out on the idea of prepping and being prepared. And now we're seeing played out a case where, when it comes to things like home defense, people are scrambling now because there's not anything out there. You know, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for whatever is out there. You know, and it shows you once again the very importance. I mean, the boss has been pressing me to get ammo and things for him, and it's an impossible situation. Okay, and it's another little red flag that goes up that tells me that you know, they're fearful. You know, in a worst case scenario, my mind could imagine that we're going into a new dark ages in the world. In the best case scenario, we find a cure for this. You know, we get whoever's going to get vaccinated gets vaccinated. Whoever's going to die dies. Herd immunity is achieved, and we go on to a brighter future. Somewhere between those two points is the great muddling through, just getting through one crisis to another. People are getting hostile out there. I see it when I go into stores. People that have been normally friendly to me for almost 10 years that I've been here on the rancho, and places I travel, are getting more short tempered. They're dealing with more bullshit on the streets. They're more dealing with more terrible drug problems. And, you know, as we talk about the thin blue line, thank you, Joe Kane. Good to see you. I'm personally fine. Thank you, Zeus, and everybody else. I'm fine. I don't get hyped up about threats for things. When the thing actually happens, then I get involved in it. And then it's like people that believe that they're not going to get caught make a very serious mistake, because this is 2021, and the resources that the law enforcement authorities have at their disposal are tremendous, coupled with the fact that the police department's getting short-tempered too. Okay, and tell you, if stuff gets bad enough out there, the cops will just start tossing their badges into a pile and walking away, and then we'll really be up Craps Creek. Not going to jail. You know, no, I'm not going to jail. Oh, well, thank you, Yuval. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So I just want to just tell people, um, be cool, chill out on the threats and stuff. I mean, you might panic, Chris. But you're not going to panic me in this type of situation. Okay. I think it just, you know, if you enjoy that kind of trolling, which brings me to part number two. I'm fine, Marie. Part number two, yeah, the psychology has changed. We know that the psychology has changed. What's going to happen on January 20th, 2021? Will we turn in a new direction? Will the sun break clear? And you know, we can only hope so. Whether we hate the way the election went or whether we like it, we need to just understand that we deal with the results and hope for the best, whoever is the president. Yeah, good to see you, Joe Kane. Really happy. Nobody's threatening me. I'm just saying somebody conveyed a threat to Chris via his phone tonight. that police were en route to the rancho, and I've had that quite a few times. It seems to be once or twice a year that'll come through. Okay, for me, unless I actually see them show up and things, and then I understand, then I can go through my own process and things. But I just tell people that the cops are wearing thin too, and law enforcement's really wearing thin right now. So better times are ahead with Joe Biden. We can hope so. People are burning out. I don't ever want to see a time when compassion is lost and it becomes a dog eat dog world where we just don't give a damn about other people anymore or what the hell happens in the world. Okay? Um, and it's just read the people getting packages stolen, and it's just craziness out there. You're going to be the armed rancho princess. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. Let it go. I've already proven that I have the ability to and I don't number one rule is don't give crap if you don't want to get crap. And I'm a subscriber to that. If you're not out there engaging people and getting people riled up, if you're speaking to people with respect, if you're apologizing when it's necessary or when it's and with from the heart, then I've found that social media can be a pretty decent place. Okay, I've regained some ground in 2020, and I'm very happy about that. Okay, now you want to start waving a red flag in front of people's faces. And don't wave a red flag and then expect the bulls not to charge. Okay, that would be my biggest caution of all is if you don't put crap out, most people have a very wide range of tolerance here. So nothing is going to bring this country. I hope that you're wrong, Gunmod. I hope that you're that wrong. Yeah, Bobby is a very good driver. He's a professional driver. So let's see. Instead of empathy, Tuxedo Cat, we're going to send you out of here. So I don't want people promoting other things in here right now when I'm putting a message out, okay? Here. So, okay. I don't even, no idea what's happening. Hello, Janet. How are you? So there's a lot of overlays. I'm not sure, Mr. Cardinal. The stream will propagate at the end. Mr. Cardinal says, "Is there any way to roll back?" I'm not sure. I know when the stream ends, it takes about an hour or two for the chat to start to show up on the replay. Okay, so Led Zeppelin then checked over, see what's up. Keep the peace. Yeah, how you doing, MJ? Um, just it seems to be this shenanigans with cop calling and things like that, and some people will get very upset about that, and we'll go into panic mode and all that. Same stuff, different day. And thank you, Janet, once again, Janet, for the wonderful Christmas dinner. It was outstanding, and the video is up today. We did have a great Christmas, Zeus. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's get on to the next topic here. Affairs of the heart. Okay. My phone has been blowing up for 2 days. Absolutely blowing up about, you need to get involved in this, or you need to tell, I've got, we've just had a bad run of bad romantic encounters and things. And I have definitely, hey Valerie, I have definitely stayed clear of that. And I think that you guys can confirm that I don't come out and I don't get involved in affairs of the heart. I have issues of catfishing, You know, I don't think any of us really think, you know, for some people it's a sport, it's a fun thing to do. Other people would never think of doing catfishing or leading people along, but I recognize that it's a two-way street. Okay, in a lot of ways, you have to be very careful with the way that you pursue love. And for most of us, the pursuit of love usually starts with the pursuit of friendship first, or just wanting to get to know somebody. And there's just no way that you're going to reformat somebody for how they're going to pursue love. But when we start getting into the trenches, what I call the trenches of look at this or look at that, or people contact me, uh, Rosie, this gal's getting beat up here on Twitter and you know, the Instagram messenger's blowing up and my phone's blowing up, and it's like you got to do something. And then the other side is, you know, you gotta take up for you got to take up for Chris, and it's, you know, it's like, wow, it's like a 50-50 kind of deal on here. So how you doing, Lady Loyalty? Thank you for your nice message. Thank you for your nice message today. So what would a you know, I don't know, a Megan Fox might, you know, Megan Fox has a big heart. She might, well, let's get to work on this side. Okay. Let's get to work on this side. All right. You guys get in the ring, ding, ding, and box it out and all that, you know, and get it straightened out. People are sending me screenshots of what the hell they call them, Twitters, or I don't know what the hell it is, Instagram things. And now you all know why I don't communicate. Hey Jordan, how are you? Yeah, we've good to see you. Now we know why I don't. My communications are always brief and kind of to the point. Much to the chagrin of my moderators and people like that, they're always lucky if you get one or two sentences out of me while I communicate, because I just believe in communicating information out there. I'm not going to sit there and have a love affair on you know, pushing pushing buttons, sending out pics, and what do you think of this, and how big do you think it is, what size do you think these, I mean, I don't do that stuff. It's just kind of, thank you Abby, hey Boho, it's just kind of a it's just kind of a different thing. And of course I'm speaking of Sparrow and Chris, and honestly there's been um, I mean, it almost has reached a crescendo this evening of just, you know, we just went, wow, make it stop, right? I mean, it's just the information flow that comes in here is phenomenal when these kind of situations come up. And I'm just telling you guys, I'm not equipped to be, this ain't the Love Boat. This ain't a pleasure cruise, as Queen song said, right? I mean, I'm not equipped to deal with this type of this type of thing. I always hope that people just settle it themselves and work it out, or just disengage. Yeah, Lady Loyalty, that's cool, you know. And I'm not bringing any shade down on Sparrow at all. I'm just talking about two sides of a romantic relationship. And I'm equally the same about the other side with Chris. That I've never asked to see a message on a phone. Yes, sometimes he'll come over and show me something on the phone, but as many of you have learned by now, I don't ever put anything out here on YouTube because it's not my place. It's not my business. And I'm not a nosy person when it comes to poking my nose into the affairs of people. I guess it's a roundabout way of saying, don't, please don't get me involved in these affairs of the hearts, these catfishes. And other catfish came along tonight, and sent no sooner we kind of put the had the door closed on one, and we kind of have another one come along tonight, allegedly from Eli, Minnesota, and that's the same stock Google Pics. And although this time, he was smart, he said, let's FaceTime. And of course, at that point, the whole thing blew apart. Well, that's not a bad thing. It might save a lot of heartache and stuff if you just take a couple of minutes to put the camera on and FaceTime. I think that might be the standard operating procedure. Although I can't tell, it's not my business to be involved in that. But that to me would be a minimum requirement. And if you have a Facebook page that has nothing on it except one picture and just nothing, then really. Okay, but I'm not involved. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see. Yeah, that's right, chiming, and it's been another overlay on this whole situation. Um, so I've decided to become a nun. Okay, decided to go the straight and narrow, bind my chest, and just become a nun. Okay, I just can't. I just gotta, I just gotta get the hell out of this. I gotta get the hell out of this stuff. I've got to turn the corner for this, and I don't want to. I don't want to be making light of it, because we all have that desire for love. Like I was saying the other night, we all want to matter to somebody out there. I mean, there's nothing like a hug. There's nothing like that first flush of romance when, oh, shit, she actually likes me. Right? I can't believe it. Let me pinch myself. Geez, somebody actually might like me out there. Right? I mean, that's a great feeling. And, you know, but I think we've come to understand that people are going to process that flush of joy differently. And it doesn't always work out the way that we expect it to. But um, I guess I'm trying to say I can see things from Sparrow's point of view, and I can see things from Chris's point of view. And therefore, it's kind of a draw, and just kind of go to your neutral corners and be done with that. Okay, so none in the morning, none in the afternoon, and none at night. Exactly. Sister Rosie girl, right? Come to Sister Rosie, May I pinch you, hey, Sergeant Bastard. Yeah, looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah, it is, yeah, but it's a baked in the cake thing. And I know it drives people crazy when I say it, but there are so many good attributes that he has to him. Chris's heart and his spirit, and there's a lot of things that I like about the way that he is, and I just hope that love can come that way. And I don't know. It takes a special kind of person to be involved in that. Twin thing. Twin thing. I'm not sure. Right. I don't look at messages and stuff. I always feel kind of, like, I don't want to say slimy if I see somebody else's private communication. Maybe I got burned out when my brothers and I would bust open my sister's diary and make sure it was open on the bed to the juiciest page and sit it right there at the foot of the bed. So, you know, I mean, right? Right. I probably learned my lessons on that kind of thing. Sometimes you just don't want to be involved in the whole thing. But remember this, Megan Fox and everybody else. We can only, in my opinion, you can only go with what you have. You can only go with the weaponry that you have in your pocket. Okay. And, um, let's just say that two people that weren't destined to have a relationship. Does that mean that either of them is incapable of having a relationship? Of course not. I'm firmly convinced there's someone that's for everyone. I mean, hell, Chris has had long-term relationships for 10 years, and I'm sure he will have another one. Jellybean said, "I spanked my son for doing that." I know. I know. Well, that was the only way we could get revenge for her overplaying the friggin' Beatles album and the theme from Love Story, 24/7 and stuff. It's just like, God, make it stop. you know, Kind of counterindicative to falling in love. It's like, oh, I'm nauseated, right? I don't even want to hear the word. I don't even want to hear I don't even want to hear that, right? Yeah, and if you're enjoying the chat tonight, thumbs up or appreciate. Hey, how you doing, Cheryl? Good to see you. See an alert, police on the way. Well, they're not on the way tonight, but I just wish I guess my wish is for 2021 that the police could kind of catch a break on social media for 2021 and maybe not have police involvement. I've had people arrested here at the property. I've had cops come in force here, and I'm just hoping for 2021 that we can kind of give the cops a rest here on a lot of the shenanigans that goes on. No, McDave, he's not. Thank you, Lucky Beans. I expect I'm going to be putting it in gear. I don't know the exact day. I'm trying to fit the key into the slot. I've gone east to try to make that happen. It's frustrating as hell. But I am hoping that the cops can kind of catch a break, right? Because to hear some of the testimony in Congress is people have talked about that, and they're debating this type of bill I don't know, it adds a significant burden. And you don't want to be in a situation where you're crying wolf or the police get desensitized to calls because their first thought will be thinking it's all bullshit on social media. Oh, here we go again. I mean, that's kind of a scary thought to me. Good night, Rick Williams. Thank you. Thank you for your kind posting today too, and best to your. I'm not sure, Lucky Beans, when I'm heading out. Yeah. Get the Rancho back to normal. Van has not been serviced. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. So putting in chicken in a can is a match made in heaven. So. I'm not going to be involved in, how you doing, Nurse Hillary? I'm not going to be involved in love affairs and things because, there's, like I said, I don't like when it comes to someone like Sparrow. I don't really know Sparrow that well. I didn't get a chance to get to know her. My takeaway was that she was very kind to me and the limited little shouting through, hey, hi, Sparrow, when she's on the phone talking to Chris and stuff like that. I mean, she shows up in my side chat. She's most welcome. She's been a very pleasant person to me. So that sort of defines my relationship with her. But to get down and dirty with private communications is just something that I cannot not get engaged. I just can't do it. I think it's a no-win situation. And I could see today that, there were a lot of people squaring up on both sides of there were two camps forming there. And I just thought, oh, wow, what a very, very tough situation. No, Mr. Cardinal, Chris is still here. So Thomas, you can get new windshield wipers too. Yeah, probably. So it's yeah, I'm kind of playing it. It might be I don't know. I had a beautiful invite to go to the boss and Janice, and I had to just text Janet tonight. I don't want her, Janet does everything first class in a boss. And I just frankly, with the family situation and all that, I haven't really felt like I wanted to party on New Year's Eve. And of course, Janet was very understanding about that. And as soon as I get back here, my first order of business will be to have the boss and Janet up here on the rancho and to, come up and hang out and do an overnighter and let's do something here. So she understands that. She's a wonderful, wonderful friend. Normally I'd be vamping around in the Dorito bikini and bikini baking and doing all that stuff. But I have to tell you, um, my thoughts have been of a more serious nature as this pandemic has developed, and I think better times are coming. But there's a time and place for everything, and I've got to be in the mentally right frame of mind to be all over the map and doing the typical rosy stuff. But we've still had a hell of a lot of laughs. Yeah, chiming in. I think we all need to be around real friends. And once again, hey, Mike Jordan. Once again, Janet has demonstrated, and the boss have demonstrated the the greatest friendships of all. And I don't want to take that for granted. It's another aspect of 2021 that I really want to fix. I don't want to take anything for granted. I want to learn to read between the lines and hear what people are really saying and act accordingly. I mean, I don't know if I'm explaining that really well, but, uh, you're not going to find friends like that. They don't grow on trees out there. And John and I will be, and the boss will be 12 years or something on the order. That's tremendous. And I know you'll always be there, but I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that notion for granted. I don't want to just roll over that. I don't want to just roll over that like it's nothing. Okay, and when my stuff clears and I've had my little gallivanting adventures after I've done whatever duty I have to do, I want to remember the things at home. Oh, I'm blurry. Okay, hold on a minute. 1 second. Damn this thing. Okay, 1 second. Damn this thing. You get the most expensive damn camera. Oh, get the Logitech Brio. It's the latest and greatest. Hold on 1 second. Son of a... I ought to just trash every bit of stuff I have around here. All right, looks like it's in focus. I don't know. There we go. Let me take this thing off. Is it me? Is it really me? Huh? Am I the problem here? Right? Okay, y'all gonna say, yeah, you're the problem, Rosie, because you're still running Windows XP and all that, and still running that bullshit. Yeah, I love my 2012 or whatever Lenovo desktop. I don't care. Hate on me. Okay? All right, there we go. Okay, it's better. It's better for me. So throw myself headlong into this friendship pile. Well, I imagine that you would be thank you, Mouse. So you would be a tremendous friend. And Megan Fox, I already love you to pieces, honey. I've known you for years. 2021 is the year I don't want to take stuff for granted. I want to initiate. I want to initiate things. I want to get back to the old school fun um, that I used to have, and that's going to be my plan for 2021 to welcome back the old Rosie a little bit, have some fun, do some challenges. You know, I pushed the the body reshaping challenge off till given what the hell's going on and all that. But just like smoking now, yes, I've been smoking for a while now because of all the fucking pressure that I've been under. But I will be stopping that too, and I've not hidden that. I just don't go out there and smoke in front of. I don't sit on camera and smoke. It's not my thing to do it on my channel. Uh, yeah, I think that's the real Chris. Where's cyanide? I think that cyanide is okay. Okay, I think cyanide is okay. Please don't troll in here, mentally isolated. Okay, just let it go. All right, let it go. I'm trying to have a good fun chat tonight. Okay. All right. I was on your panel once. Wish I'd been sober. Well, yeah. Oh, I'll quit again. It's not that difficult for me to put it down, but it has been a comfort to me. Okay, and I've picked it up and I've put it down. Blurry. Let me see if I'm blurry. No, I'm not blurry. Yeah, no. That's a real one. Okay, let's not grind it in. Okay, let's just let's continue on. Hopefully you'll get another chance. I'm smart. Well, of course I will. I've put it down before, and I've marveled how easy it is. But I'm getting comfort in that right now, and I'll tell you that I've hardly been drinking. I've had 4 beers in the last 4 or 5 days. Okay, and it's more important right now that. That I don't want to hit the booze too hard. Okay. That's the real risk element right there. The booze, the hard stuff. All right. And I don't want to, I could easily, I mean, there was times you guys know, that's great, Megan Fox, outstanding. There's times you guys know when I would do long hangouts that I could bang down 6, 8, even 10 beers on a hangout. Okay. And seeing what's been going on at another place on Boyd. Okay, I'm not going to mention names because I have a lot of compassion for this person too, but unchecked drinking does not take care of itself. All right, there's nothing wrong with 1 or 2 social beers, but I'm not going to be sitting around on hangouts anymore, banging beers down like crap. I'm not doing that anymore. Okay. It's too scary to watch somebody progressively move towards, you know, some titanic struggle with alcohol. And it's a bad brew. Alcohol and social media is probably the worst. Yeah, those were the days. I'm not saying I'm not saying look, mentally isolated. Look, see you later. Okay, come back in another troll account. All right, I don't want to deal with you. Okay, and I'm gonna apologize to you ahead of time. Okay. Don't need to have that tonight. All right. I'm not here to banter back and forth with people in the side chat. All right. Console made it through unscathed this year. Exactly. So, yeah. Yeah. So do what you need to get through. This is the important thing. Did I not pick up this? We got a gal that did OUI, operating under the influence and things. That was another kind of wake up call to me. And I'm not going to go down that line. I'm just saying that was a personal wake up call to me that alcohol can get pretty much out of hand. And lately, the things that have been said late night on hangouts by somebody that's heavily under the influence of alcohol has really been another terrible. Okay, Chris, that's been another terrible thing. That has really opened my eyes to that. 52 years old. He can do what he wants with his money, in my opinion. That's the least of my concerns. I'm not a money manager either on there. So go blow off some steam. Do what you need to do. So I'm gonna get a little bit of soda here, and I will be right back. Woo! Diet Sprite. Diet Sprite. Diet Sprite. What's up, Vegas Vixen? What's going on? Yeah, let Chris run his own show out there, okay? You know, I don't hang in his hangouts and monitor talk about things. So, you know, I return the same courtesy. So this is my stream now, and then you will be a troll later, Chris. I'm looking for, yeah. So I don't want to go down this road though on that getting wine for New Year's Eve. I'm giving a big, yeah, okay. Good luck. Good luck. I tell you the $20 strategy. All right, well, whatever. All right, back to business. All right. Where did we leave off here? All right, I am back. Go Donnie, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, just take a minute. Just take a minute. Let us just sit a moment and reflect on quiet. What do we hear? We hear the blower going for the heat. I love you guys. Oh, I'm not gonna get. I'm not caught up in it. Trust me, Janet. I'm not caught up in any mess or anything. I moderate my interactions. You know, I've been in my own world, which he has respected very much, and I appreciate that. Order a massage. I'm afraid I would be too ticklish. You know, with people. You know, Remember the boss used to, I remember the early days hanging around with the boss, Janet. They would try to, they would try to tickle me and all that. Sending you love. I'll do something crazy. I want to hear the door of doom. Quarts of ice cream were my drug of choice. That's all right. Like I said this morning, it's not the worst thing in the world, ladies and gentlemen, to carry a few pandemic pounds around. Isn't it interesting that most of us have put on a few pandemic pounds? Because it's kind of nature's way of saying we better kind of bulk up a little bit just in case. Just in case. Yeah, macadamia. I know there's 15 Rosie O'Kellys out there, but people know you by the way people know you by the things that you post. So you made a huge bowl of Jello, huh? Ping ping, gotta go. All right, Boss and Janet were wonderful. So, as far as thank you, freaking the sheet, as yeah, pandemic pounds, it's not the worst thing to have right now, a few extra pounds on you, just in case. Just in case. I'm loaded on the Christmas kilograms. There we go. There you go, Madowix. I'm willing to donate. Comfort foods are important. Being around a little happiness when they can. So Papa Perk, I just have to rewind it. Just yeah, just in case. Well, that's for you, Volitator or whatever. It doesn't take much to make me happy. Yeah, yeah. Can we move on to presents? Yeah. Now, my moderators, they're crazy ass women here. They are. Let me get my scissors. I'm not allowed to use a knife during pandemic times here. I'm banned from the knives. My moderator. I see mouse toes in here. All right, let me tell you about my mind. Y'all said, "Oh, we're sick and tired of your moderators. Your moderators. We hate your effing moderator. You know, we love your moderator. We hate your moderator." There's something to be said for having the same crew of people week in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, and as the years roll by, because they get to know you, they know your idiosyncrasies. We're like a pinball game. Sometimes Rosie gets out of whack and we got to kind of paddle her back in. And sometimes, on a rare occasion, I tell my moderators, let's keep the ball on the board, right? Let's keep it in there. So it's been a very great relationship that I've enjoyed, mainly with I have the regular crew, the Jens, the Scottish Sarens, the Mouse Toes, the Cheryl, the Cyanide Cupcake, and then I have what's called the sort of more honorary wrenches on here, the JK No Cows, who would never time anybody. Why does he even have a wrench? Or the Kitten Cats and those kind of people. But I've got it's like no matter when I go live, I'll always have one or two of them in there, and they've helped me. I was fearful when I went. I didn't know how it would work out when I went from panel chats to just being a solo person on Hangouts and things like that. And the one thing that I wanted to do above all, and I haven't always succeeded, but was to have a place that was relatively drama-free where we could talk about other subjects. That's not to shade anybody. and I want to put it out there. Like the G Mangos has been a friend of mine for years. Everybody finds their style on YouTube. My style was to go solo here, and I worried how would it go. Would anybody care? And I have to say, especially over the last 6 months or so, the a lot of people have discovered the channel, and a lot of that I attribute to the constant efforts of my moderators to keep my balls keep my balls with the flippers, to keep my balls on the board. And I have appreciated that mightily. And yes, I do tip my moderators, not all of them, not even half of them. But I'm just saying, I do like to try to share whatever bounty that I get here on the channel with them, because I think that when moderating is done the right way, then you really have something that's great, and you really have something that people start to get the idea that this is the way that chat's going to be run, and you attract people that like that kind of chat, and people that want more freewheeling and stuff. They find chats that they enjoy more, and I get that. And I attribute that to the good job that they have done, and to my moderators. I love you guys. I didn't want you to do this for me, but they sent me a few things here, and I'll go ahead and so nice to be loved, so nice to be loved. So nice to be loved. Sister Rosie presents the presents. That's right. Yeah, we don't really have an alcatraz, but very few people ever get booted out of this chat. All right. 2 packages came today. I had Jen's, man, that package just arrived. Later, another package just arrived. All right, let's see. Oh, wow! Look at this. Wow, they must have gotten a peek at my. Let me see what the card is first, because Mouse Toes said so. Love. Oh, and I also want to say Missy, AKA, and God bless you, Missy. Missy, AKA's father has battled terrible illness for the better part of over 2 years now. And Missy smacked me. I didn't put your name in the earlier mention, but I love you to pieces. Beautiful gal, little softball princess and everything else, a tough hitter out of Kansas City. I love you, honey. And this gift, because Mouse Toes said so, from everybody in here. Cyanide Cupcake, Missy, Jen, the whole Scottish Saren, and yeah, the whole doggone crew here. Mouse Toes, Scottish Saren, Cyanide Cupcake, Missy, Jen, and of course the mod. What can I say about Cheryl, man? Cheryl's always battling away somewhere on there. Cheryl, yes, I love Missy to pieces, and her dad and Larry, his struggles are constantly in my thoughts and prayers. And look at this lovely set. I'm going to shit can everything I have here in the way of spoons. Let me open this up. This is tremendous. Look at this. This is really, really nice here. Look at this. Look at this wooden. Look at this set here. And if you're any kind of chef or any kind of cook, wooden spoons are really the best things you can have. Spatulas, different kind of spoons here. And they know I love to be cooking stuff in the kitchen and baking. And yeah, I suspected Jen coordinated all this, my Kentucky babe down there. And thank you for coordinating this. But wait, there's more. Thank you, ladies. That way, if the next princess of the rancho gets out of line, we know what's going to happen there. These are great. These are great. These are excellent. Open one of these out here. That's why God gave you teeth, people. Yeah, they're really good quality hardwoods here. Now, let me mention that these are not softwoods. These are real solid, really excellent quality spoons. I can tell that you don't get this in a restaurant supply house. Okay, this is a specialty item here. I wanted to give you a gag gift. Let me guess. This gonna be a blow-up doll. It's your new princess of the rancho. She doubles when you go down the carpool lane. Just blow her up and she just rides along. It doesn't say a word in the car, right? These are all sealed. I don't believe that these have to be seasoned at all. These have a high seal on these. You know, these are really excellent quality. And I wish that they hadn't done this for me. They're too kind. Don't ever tell me you got to get rid of this moderator. You know, ooh, this person said, nah, man. We are a team to the end. As I don't know whether it was Cheryl or Jen or Cyanide Cupcake, who's really a hot tamale. And she should be on Boyd Wrestling, you know. As they said to me once, because every time I try to moderate the side chat, they're like, just keep your hands off of the screen, okay? You take care of the content, we'll run the chat. And I have learned my lesson. There was something else there too. Really? Let me see. Oh, yes, there is. Is it something for, oh, man. Oh, yeah. Is it a lanyard? Is it a lanyard? Yeah, there it is. UC Cal Berkeley. Yes. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. I know they were with me when I lost my keys. Isn't that beautiful? Little cow bears lanyard there with the keychain. Now that is really good. That is really cool. And you know what? I'm transferring all of my stuff over tomorrow because, as you know, when I was in Cheyenne, Wyoming, with the beautiful Alpine Gulch and Spanky Ham, I lost my keys, and unfortunately it was Frontier Day in Cheyenne with thousands of people in town. I never recovered my keys, and it touched off a long nightmare of being towed and FedEx and keys to me. If I just simply had this, right? Just had my keys down there. What a world of difference that would have, what a world of difference that would have made. I love it. I love it. This is super good quality Windcraft here. Thank you, my beautiful girls. I do love you. You don't, yeah, it won't chafe your neck. You don't get paid enough to be doing this stuff, okay? God. Tennessee birdwalk. Chiming in, that's the best way to do it. I have learned my lesson. Okay, every time I wear a skirt, something bad happens. Either the wind blows it up, stuff falls out of my pocket, and I'm screwed. Okay, here we go. Here's the next package here. Oh, we got a few. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Boy, it's a whole treasure trove of things in here. From Jen, Cheryl, Mouse Toes, Scottish Sarin, Cyanide Cupcake, and Missy. There's a whole lot of goodness in here. Wow. Look at this. Tools of the trade, guys. Who pioneered the selfie stick on the bottom of YouTube? Right here, guys. And let me tell you, this is tools of the trade for Chuchin. Great. Thank you, Linda. What a great thing. It's got a remote shutter for a smartphone. You got to have this. And I go through, I was down in LA and my selfie stick gave up the ghost and I had to buy Kev's, buy one of Kev's to do that. So this is great. This is great. Here we go. Super high quality selfie stick. Oh, yes. Tools of the trade. And this is a tripod one too, which is always the best. And look at that. Right there. Mount that puppy right on the end. And you got it right there. So I'm going to hold this one in reserve. Okay, this will be my next unit, and I go through one about every 3 months or so. And see, it has the holder on it too, which is adjustable, and it can hold your phone. This is a great. You can also put a regular, it's got the 1/4 thread, so you can put, I have a Sony ZV-1 that would mount on the end of that. Ladies, I love you. Love you. When are we going to have an orgy in Tahoe, right? Get your husband's permission first. I'm so damn happy. I'm so darn happy to have this. This is so great. Selfie sticks is the tools of the trade. And when you pioneered, I remember Nicole G., my wonderful friend, gal I loved dearly, used to laugh back in 2013, 14, 15, when she would see me in my videos with a selfie stick, and a lot of people laughed at me. But I was doing selfie sticks before selfie sticks were even cool. Okay, remember that. All right, what do we got here? Oh, electromagnetic wireless car charger. You ladies have done way too much here. Wow, this is what Chris has. You can just sit your phone against this and it wirelessly charges that. Can you believe that? You guys went way too much here. I didn't give you guys stuff to get it back. Mouse Toes says, shut up, Rosie. I love these things. Look at that. The wireless charger. You can just sit your phone right there. And my phone can certainly wirelessly charge. These are great gifts. These are fantastic gifts. These are fantastic. I got to tell you, and it's got a suction cup holder for it, for the window. This is really hella great gifts. Put that on, and then you put this, hook this baby right on it, and you have your wireless charger right. These are really, it ain't even, I know that's what's embarrassing to me, Mouse Toes. That's what's really embarrassing to me. And, you know, you guys almost bring a tear to my eye. You know, and I've had this same mod core And we've never really had a disagreement. Yeah, I've screwed him up a couple times, but there's not one thing I would change on here. Not one doggone thing. Now, I will say sometimes Missy, more often Cheryl, would probably like to kick me in the head sometimes, but we deal with it. There's more. There's more. Look at this. What is this? Danish dough. Wow. Wow. More kitchen stuff. More kitchens. Yeah, I think my mods love me. I'm embarrassed. I'm truly embarrassed. But I'll tell you one thing, they picked out fantastic stuff. I don't know who it is, team effort and all that, but you guys are amazing. Wow, look at this fancy thing. Wow, Danish dough whisk. Look at that. Wow, I never even heard of one before. We will fix your problem. And it's got a little booklet here. It's got a dough bench scraper here. Wow, this is really cool. Danish dough is for mixing bread doughs faster and easier without a mess. That's pretty darn. Mix all your ingredients into an appropriate container and whisk away. Many bread bosses experience up to 3 times faster results in mixing their dough compared to regular plastic spoons or spatulas. That's pretty amazing. That's a pretty high-tech design on that. You know, this the last line of defense and the home defense too. This is pretty amazing. Mouseto says, I made my dough with that. All right. That's fantastic. That's another winner. I love stuff that I can use. You know, decorative stuff is really cool, but stuff that you use day in and day out is really, really fantastic. I love you guys. There's more here. Look at this. Is this the, here we go. Something to keep all your crap in. Oh, thank you, you know, Megan. I've loved you for a lot of years, honey. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. A mini. Isn't that cool? Is that the, is that like a Kev? Is that like a Kev thing? That you wear around when you're chooching out there? That's like Kev has? Is that it? Look at that. How cool is that? Huh? Got hidden compartments and everything. Yes, it's a chooching bag. And I'll tell you what, I definitely need a chooching bag. Man, this thing's got pockets galore. It's got a pocket in the back here. It's got 2 zipper compartments in the front and as well as a large one. This is pretty darn cool. This is pretty darn cool. Did you think that, yeah, for battery, did you think I had Kev TV envy or something when I kept asking him? Wow, man, that thing is pretty cool. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. You can wear that around and you're going to see this, okay? You're going to see this. You're definitely going to see this. I don't know what to tell you guys. I really, you know, it's not my wish to get gifts from moderators and stuff. Flashlight, pepper spray, homeless peeps. Hey Wendy, the sling bag like that, easier on the shoulder. Yeah, I don't like to really wear something totally behind me for fear of getting jumped. So I think you know, I think a sling bag is exactly what the doctor ordered. That's fantastic. That is really fantastic. I'll tell you what, guys, they went above and beyond, and I'm embarrassed. I don't like them. I mean, they come in here, yeah, sanitizer sacks. They come in here on the daily. No matter when I go live, there's always one or two in there, and you know, it's fantastic. I don't have to worry about. I never have to worry about what's going on. Yeah, selfie stick. That's right, Marie. Selfie stick combo and everything goes in here. You don't know what it's like to have a chat where you don't have to worry about what's going on the side, and you can actually say hi to people. Hey, chiming, how are you? Adriana, Star Walker, Gypsy Ma. I mean, it's so nice to be able to go down and take it for granted that stuff is going to go. This stuff is going to go well over there. That is my biggest appreciation for you guys, and it's been a great team effort. It's not going to change here. They're just, I've got, I remember when I put out the call for moderators about a year and a half ago, and, you know, Mouse Toes, I knew from the prepping, TR Preppers, every Tuesday night she would be there in the chat. She came from a different community and background, the prepper community, right? But she's always been faithful and tremendous. And Scottish Saren coming out of the DC community, tough as nails, fair though, and likes to screw around, likes to have a good time. Scottish Saren, the tough reigning lightweight champion, cyanide cupcake. All these girls really brought with them a tremendous skill set, and of course Cheryl, who I think Cheryl's the one that would like. I think Cheryl would like to get those. Remember those big novelty boxing gloves you could put on and go at it with each other. I think that Cheryl would like to knock my block off sometimes. Everything I do, you know, every day Cheryl wakes up, she doesn't know what horrifying situations I'm going to be in next, who I'm going to be with, and she just must face palm herself like, oh. Well, I'll tell you what, Cheryl, you guys are absolutely fantastic, and I love you guys to pieces. I really do. And love them or not, it's the same crew that you see here day in, day out, day in and day out. Sometimes, hey, round table, same to you, sweetie. Day in and day out. And I always told them, though, if there's somewhere else that you want to be, you never have to feel bound to be here just because I'm live. I like people to enjoy themselves on YouTube. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they've locked down. And to have to be here, Cheryl's like, not true at all. I just roll with it. Might not love it the way you roll. The one thing you will agree on, though, Cheryl, Mouse Toes, Scottish Sharon, Jen, Cyanide Cupcake, Missy, aka, is that it is never boring over here. Thank you, Tamara. New sub. Love your genuine, kind spirit stories, adventures, being your real, true self. Your videos and streams are refreshing as your infectious laugh and smile. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you very much, Tamara, and welcome to the channel. Okay, I really appreciate that. How wonderful of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that. Well, I'm glad to have Tamara aboard. We've been adding people to the channel like crazy. Obviously, the live streams have grown. And if you are, okay, I will. There's two more special gifts. Oh, I can't believe it. Bobby, if I'm not here, um, Bobby will be keeping an eye on the place, and don't worry, we haven't really lost a package yet. Yeah, amazing gifts from my moderators. I love them to pieces, and they just do a wonderful job. So, Tamara, thank you, sweetie, and I'm glad to have you aboard. It's been thrilling to see the growth and everything. Thank you, Bella Grace. You are loved, Rosie. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, Bella Grace. Always here on the daily with me. It's very, very much appreciated. Go Donnie. I always support somebody that's as hard worker as you are, and your family picture was beautiful, man. I'm really, really impressed. Never a dull moment. It will never be boring here. Thank you, Tamara. I love that. Tamara, I can't always tell you if you smile, and sometimes you might be downright horrified. Other times you might be scared. You might be biting your fingernails out there. But we always keep it real. So, Tamara, thank you. Jen, I love you. Jen is a big communicator with me, as is Missy. Cheryl sends up smoke signals that I understand from Canada and things. But thank you guys. And I don't know where Missy is tonight, but I need to thank her and Cyanide Cupcake. You guys are outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. Yeah, this channel's really taken off. It really is, and I'm coming across great people. I've got Days with Jordan, a lion, and wants to collaborate with me coming up, and wants to come and visit the rancho, which would be pretty darn cool. Let's get Jordan. Let's get him into Kitchen Stadium out there, right? We got Jay Hayes, the dean of the vaping community here. There's so many test cooks for you. So many great people come over here and hang out. Wendy says, I wish I could have sent you something with my cancer surgery. You've been really tight. You know what, honey? I don't want your money. I don't want anybody's money here. I don't do memberships. I don't flog my crap in the side chat. I don't, not that I mind people having memberships. I don't have Patreons. I don't, GoFundMe's and all that. I'm just not, I just like to have a flat channel where there's nothing special for anybody, but it's fun for everybody here. People know how to donate if they want to support. I've had wonderful support here on the channel. I've always believed that if you're doing content and you're out there entertaining people, taking people places, yeah, shedding a tear once in a while and showing a little bit of, the what I call the humanity side of life and things like that, people will invest in you. They will care about you. They will message you. They will write you. They will come to your hangouts. They will fight for you in other chats. And I think that that's one of the most beautiful things. Thank you, Fluffy Teddy. I think that that's the most beautiful thing of all. And the other great thing is people I meet in real life tend to remain my friends. There's somebody that shows up in the morning here day after day. And she's a fixture. And I feel a special glow when she comes on in the morning. And that's the Bella Rose. You'll hear me call her the Queen of Buffalo. That's the way I feel about so many people I've met, the Drorys in the world, and the Mr. X's. Mr. X may not like the way that things came down with the Elvis, but he respects it. I've got to run my own show and things like that, and just the Debbie Lynn's, the TR Preppers. I hope to be able to meet Mouse Toes someday, and Cyanide Cupcake. I've met over 140 people in real life here on YouTube, and that is the greatest thing of all. Yeah, you got to stay out during the shutdown and documented it for sure. I'll tell you one thing, I know more crazy stuff is coming up. I'm not one to be housebound and sitting around. My joy is being out on the road, going places, doing things safely, with safety in mind. I wash my hands, I use sanitizer, I wear my face mask. I'm a believer in that. I'm also a believer for me personally, and was when I can get the vaccine. I'm not throwing it out there for debate, but I do want to get the vaccine, and I want to hope for happier times ahead. 2021 is going to be a big year of travel here. If you enjoy the channel, tell other people on your social media that you enjoyed, on your Twitters or whatever. We're going to be going places and doing things. I've got an epic, albeit sad, really, trip to Baltimore. It's going to be a 6,000-mile round trip. It's going to be fraught with perils and weather, and God knows what's going to be out there. It's a long road to go. And the great comfort I have is taking you guys with me. That's the best part of it all. Good times, bad times, tears, laughter. You guys have shared it all for over almost 7 years completed here on YouTube. Sometimes worse. I pray for better times for all of us. Once again, to my wonderful moderators, thank you so much for being here on the daily. I love you guys. Shemay, thank you. Everybody else, the wonderful side chatters out there. You guys, thank you, Panic Fighter. You guys have been tremendous. Grieving somebody, and some of you have been providers for people with cancer and long-term care. I was expected to take, I fully expected Missy Jen would be here, and I would be with her as she had her journey through primary progressive multiple sclerosis and things like that. The toll that it takes. And I know now the agony of day in and of day out, even though I'm miles apart, that mental anguish and that mental agony of dealing with a loss that is probably coming. And, like my dad at 91 years old, he's lived a great life. And you reach a point with your struggle and your anguish that you just want his or her suffering and anguish to be over and just to be at peace. Yeah, I do believe in miracles. I do pray, and I do pray, and I do pray, as do many of you, and I'm appreciative for that. But life will go on one way or another, and we will be rolling forward through 2021. Bella Grace, thank you, and Tamara, thank you, especially, and to those of you who always, week in, week out, month in, such great support here. I don't like to come on and talk about tough topics like I did earlier tonight. I want to always deal with a level of respect to people, and I appreciate of that. Be strong, girl. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a wonderful one. And for all of you that are dealing with loss, Wendy and all them, I'm telling you, Wendy, be strong, gal, and find your support here. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you again, moderators. And if you haven't thumbs up, we're almost at 200 thumbs tonight. Will you be the one that puts it over the top? Let me vote. All right. Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.